Bright colors, silky plumage, and whiskers? You're about to meet birds that look like they're straight out of the best fairy tales. Here are the cutest birds in the world. Number 10. Spotted Pardalote. The #1 fan of eucalyptus trees as a home. This tiny bird, only 3.55 inches long, stands out for its perfect plumage. Its throat is bright yellow and has a striking red undertail, complemented by the perfectly placed white spots on its head and black wings. It's so detailed it looks like it was drawn. However, spotted pardalotes are not only beautiful, but also helpful to the environment as their diets contribute to maintaining healthy forests. That's because their favorite food is psyllid insects, plant lice that, by sucking the sap from eucalyptus trees, can make them sick and eventually die. There's no doubt the only thing small about this species is its size. They're native to eastern and southern Australia, so if you live in that area, you may be lucky enough to have the spotted pardalote visit your backyard. Keep an eye out, you don't want to miss it. Number 9. Atlantic Puffin. Like something out of a cartoon book, the Atlantic puffin makes its entrance, a seabird that always seems to be elegantly dressed. Just look at its black and white plumage. Also, because of its huge colorful beak, this species is known as sea parrot. Great nickname, right? Despite their surprising flying ability, they spend most of their life at sea, and they're also such good swimmers that they use their wings to move underwater with flying movements. Really fast. This allows them to hunt small fish for food, such as eels and herring. However, during the spring and summer, their nature forces them to return to land for breeding in burrows. At 10 inches in size, this species, which inhabits the cold waters of the North Atlantic, is the official bird of Newfoundland and Labrador in Canada. The Atlantic puffin is so long-lived that it can live an average of over 30 years. Such a long time. Number 8. Bearded Reedling. This species could easily be another character from the Angry Birds movie. It stands out for its shiny brown plumage, long tail, and yellowish bill. But what's truly eye-catching is the bluish-gray head and wide black whiskers that males have. They seem to always be angry, yes, but adorably angry. Look at them! And they're even cuter when they get puffy and round. At 4.7 inches long, this songbird is unique and no other living species is related to it. It inhabits the large reed beds of northwest England, where it feeds on insects and reed seeds and also develop their acrobatic leaping skills. They're truly adept at balancing on the slender reeds that sprout from the marshes. This bird usually flies low and almost always in small groups. Unfortunately, it's vulnerable to harsh winters. Number 7. Tufted Titmouse. Active and agile, this bird is easily recognized by its perky crest of gray feathers, large black eyes, and orange flanks. Truly beautiful. It's 6.30 inches long and has a very calm expression, but it's actually very active. They're acrobatic foragers, and their specialty is jumping up and down large and small branches of trees to look for seeds and nuts to eat. Insects are also part of their annual diet, with wasps, bees, and larvae being their favorite dishes. Best of all, the tufted titmouse can store food in its nest for feeding in other seasons, mainly in fall and winter. Native to North America, this gray bird inhabits deciduous and mixed forests, as well as parks, shrublands, and gardens. So I recommend you to take care of your backyard because it's a frequent visitor to bird feeders. Pretty smart. Number 6. Rosy-Faced Lovebird. Did being in this top make this little fella blush? Look at it, it's pink! But don't worry, that color is part of its incredible beauty and the reason behind its name. The dominant color in its plumage is green, but its body also has shades of light blue, black, and yellow. I bet it's the cutest parrot you've ever seen. Native to the dry forests and river valleys of Southwest Africa, this bright, cheerful, and robust species grows up to 7 inches long. Incredibly, they can live about 20 years if they have a good quality of life, which means good company. They're very sociable. Despite boasting a loud and constant song, these seed-eating birds are so easy to breed that they're perfect as pets. They'll love to interact with you. But if you get a couple of these little guys together, watch out because they breed very quickly. Number 5. Bohemian Waxwing. The plumage of this species will surprise you. A uniform, silky grayish-brown color is enough to highlight its beauty. Plus, it sports a beautiful pointed crest and a black mask with a subtle blush that perfectly adorns its face. quite elegant. Look at the colors of its wings. They're shiny. At 17.5 inches long, these quiet, passive birds feed on insects, but mostly berries. They have an uncanny ability to find fruit almost anywhere. No exaggeration. That's why they inhabit the northern regions of Eurasia and North America with more fruit tree plantations. In return, the Bohemian waxwing travels in flocks and spreads seeds over long distances through its excrement. It's environmentally conscious. Number 4. Mandarin duck. With its red beak, purple breast, golden wings, and black, green, blue, and copper crest, the mandarin duck makes its triumphant entry. But only the males, because the females only have gray and cream-colored feathers. Known for its striking appearance, this waterfowl, which was introduced from China, now inhabits park lakes and other wetlands with overhanging trees in England and also in small numbers in Wales and Scotland. Widely considered to be the world's most beautiful duck, this 19-inch long species uses its colorful plumage to get mates through a courtship routine. Males shake and bob their heads while raising their crests and orange feathers to show off and even incorporate sounds into their courtship by whistling. They do better in love than humans, don't they? After all, they're also famous for being monogamous and have become a symbol of love and fidelity for couples in China, Japan, and Korea. Number 3. COSTA'S hummingbird. The beauty of the entire hummingbird family is undeniable, but the male COSTA'S hummingbird surpasses them all. Check him out! Small, compact, and with a hunched posture, this North American species stands for its bright purple feathers that cover its head and throat. It's amazing. That crown doesn't look natural. In addition, the small 3.5-inch body of this bird seems to be wearing a vest due to the green sides of its breast with a white stripe down the midline. It's quite attractive. This species, which feeds on flower nectar and small insects, inhabits the deserts of Arizona and California during the winter and spring. But when temperatures rise and flower nectar sources become scarce, they avoid the hot summer by migrating to coastal California and Baja California. Number 2. Splendid fairy wren. This small and beautiful species really lives up to its name since it seems to have come out of a real fairy tale. Originally from Australia, the splendid fairy wren is a glamorous display, mainly the male, which has a predominantly blue plumage, varying from cobalt blue to violet blue. This perfectly blends with the black bands at the base of the tail, along the breast, and across the eyes. These brightly feathered birds feed mainly on insects found both on the ground and in bushes. They live in arid and semi-arid areas and are not only beautiful, they're sedentary but bold birds, defending their territory all year round. They're only 5.5 inches tall but have great courage. Number 1. SHIMA ENAGA. Don't touch your screen because you're not seeing wrong, nor is it a small cotton ball, although it looks like it. These fluffy little white birds are the SHIMA ENAGA, a species known as the long-tailed bush tit that inhabits the trees of Hokkaido, Japan's second-largest island. However, although these birds are distributed throughout Western Europe, Russia, and Japan, none resemble this peculiar Japanese version. These energetic creatures usually travel in flocks of 20 to 30 birds and perform acrobatic tricks as they flit through the trees. They feed on a variety of small insects as well as some fruits such as berries or seeds. Their total length is about 6 inches, and half of that is their tail. They're very small and therefore very cute, but in very cold climates, their size is their main obstacle to survival. Long winters could lead this species to death, as has been recorded many times. Fortunately, their reproduction is quite fast and successful. They're safe. If you didn't know these beauties of nature, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And if you want to continue enjoying our content, just click here, here, or here. See you next time.